Hey friends, welcome to today's video. I am so excited about today's video. Nikki's in the house.
I am so happy to be here. I've missed the studio.
I'm glad you're here.
This is like a happy place for me.
Yeah, so
I love to visit here.
Nikki's in Austin. If you didn't already know, I picked her from the airport a couple hours ago. We headed here straight to the studio and we wanted to film a video together. So we are going to be filming today 8 products that actually work.
I am so excited for this video because I feel like you're a product junkie just like me.
Totally.
And we really like test things. We really like put them to the test, try them out. And I'm excited to see and hear your products actually work. And I'm excited to show you mine.
I'm excited too. Well, and this was interesting for me. I don't know for you, but like, you know, there's so many products that I love, but when I think of products that actually work, I imagine a product that promises to do a certain thing and does it actually deliver on that thing, right? So for me, it was not just about picking products that I love and I love the way that they apply or the way they look. This was actually like, does this do what it says it's supposed to do?
Yep. Okay, I think I'll start things off with a bang. And when I think of a bang, I think of like lip plumper. And I really enjoy a lip plumper. I don't know about you. I really enjoy the tingle. I like a spicy lip plumper. And I like one that actually works like for an extended period of time. So like not like a flash in the pan where like it plumps your lips, it burns really bad. You kind of like want to take it off as soon as you put it on. But one that like gives you like long lasting smoothness and like an overall visible plumping effect. So when I think about that, the only one that really makes this list that I think actually works is the Dr. Dennis Gross.
I actually was influenced to buy that when y'all came to Austin last year. Tylen told me that actually works.
What?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tylen for what?
Yeah.
How?
So Tylen, Allie's husband, who's also, co-founder of Review Beauty, he was talking about testing their lip oils. And so he tested all these products and different lip products. And he was like, pick that up. We were at SEPHORA in Austin. He's like, this works. And I was like,
you're joking.
Buy it. Yeah.
Oh, I was not there for that.
So I can attest that it does actually work.
Wow.
Yes.
And it really does. I actually love to use this morning and night. If I know I'm going to be on camera and I know I just have like a dry lip problem, like they don't peel, like they don't really crack, but they get a little shriveled basically, for lack of a better way to put it. If I do this morning and night, I have like such good results, especially at nighttime. I'll wake up, my lips are like super plumped up. They're super like all the fine lines are in like my lips, all like those crevices. They're just plumped up and they're also really like nourished and hydrated. So it's not like
it's not just a lip plumper.
And it's not like a Too Faced lip plumper where it just feels like spicy jalapenos on your lips, you know, and then it's like quick and it's gone. Yeah. This feels like it's actually nourishing my lips more like long term. Okay. So this really does deliver.
I need to go find mine.
You'll want another one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is my second one I've gone through myself.
Well, I'm going to find mine. I'm going to share this product because it's kind of a new-ish discovery. I discovered this in the last 6 months. It's the Peta Jane Gradual Body Tan. I am a self-tanner girl. I always want to look tan, and I have tried pretty much everything out there. And this has been my favorite go-to gradual tanner because it really, really works. You'll notice color after the first application, which is nice for a gradual tan because some of them take a while to really build up before you see color. And it has some hydration, some moisturizing benefits. I do feel the need to like let it sit, let it dry, and then 15 minutes later or so go in with like my normal body cream because I like my skin is kind of dry and I want it to be more hydrated. And this doesn't quite give me the hydration that I want, but the color is beautiful. It's so gradual. It's golden. It's not orange. I never have issues with it like, you know, piling up between my fingers. It never leaves any indication of a self-tanner.
Really?
Yes. It's very kind of foolproof.
You just sold me. My legs need that.
Yes. Well, I don't know if your legs need it, but
no,
you
my
will love
legs
it.
do.
If you haven't tried it, you will.
I've never tried that, and I do like when I'm gonna do like a self tanner, like I like a gradual tanner.
Yeah, it's easy.
Just, and I like the idea that it doesn't leave like between your fingers too.
And I also like that you don't have to wash it off like 6 or 8 hours later, like you do with tanning mousses, right? Ooh, like tanning mousses are a whole thing. You put them on, but then you need to be around to shower after 6 or 8 hours later, or their color turn. Yes, this does not smell. It's easy. I do it probably 3 to 4 days a week. I don't do it every day, but yeah. I do it most days. It's so good. It's the best. This is like already my third. Honestly, I don't really think it smells like anything. I mean, I really don't think it smells. Smell me. I put it on this morning.
Oh, you smell good.
Yeah, you can't smell anything. Yeah. There's really no scent, so I love it. If you were a gradual tanner girl, this is the best one I've tried, without a doubt.
Okay, I'm definitely going to pick that up. I'm going to follow my lip plumper journey that I'm on, and there's actually a new product. I just started testing this out very recently. It was gifted to me in PR from Half Magic. So
you told me about this.
I did.
Yes.
I did when you were in LA.
Yeah.
That's actually like, I think like a week after I had gotten it, and I didn't, okay, so full disclosure, I did not think this was going to do anything. It's a lip plumper. The technical name, by the way, is Go Plump Yourself. And it's an invisible extreme lip plumper liner. So it goes on clear. And I think it's genius. And I think that Donnie Davy, the creator of Half Magic, is just genius and with everything she does. So I don't know why I was skeptical, but this really does absolutely plump the lip line itself. So you don't fill in your lip with it. And it's not like a traditional lip plumper where you just put this on your actual lip, like the Dr. Dennis Gross. You put it on the outside and like all the way around the border, and it will literally smooth like what I think it's great for. Yeah.
It's not a color.
It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
So you put it on
it's
as
universal.
like a primer. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I
but
like that.
But also, if you have like fine lines around your lip, like smoker's lines,
it'll smooth it out. Yes.
And it really does work so well. I put this on, it was like a day or two after I like first got it, excuse me. And I put it on before I filmed a video, and I was like, God, man, I was looking at my face in the mirror. I'm like, oh, my lips are really good today. And I realized it was actually this. Okay. And I was in my head thinking, this isn't going to do anything. It's just like, you know, I don't know, good marketing, you know, it got me, and I'm like going to try it out, but it really did plump my lip line.
I'm going to buy that.
I
like
so
that it's
good.
Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can wear it with any lip liner or lip color. You don't have to like buy multiple shades.
No.
Okay. I love
it's
that.
For anyone, any age.
That's
if you
so
have
smart.
like fine lines, I think it's just genius.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that burning feeling, you know, all throughout your lips, if you just want that like plumped up lip line, which we lose that lip line as we get older. Yeah. So I just think this is genius.
Yes, I'm
really
gonna get
good product. I need to get you one. I should have got you one before this trip.
Okay, next up is a newish product. I actually talked about this in my recent favorites video, and I'm excited because you haven't tried this.
No,
you need
I
to try
need
it.
to.
Yeah, this is the Precisely My Brow Wax from Benefit. It is. I don't think it's a new product. It's just new to me. It's like a brow gel, but a wax formula. So I love a good like fiber gel, something that adds volume to the brow, that gives more dimension to the brow. I don't have much brow, and I have areas that I really need to first shape with a pencil, but then I like to go in and add volume so it looks like a natural brow. And I love the Kosas Air Brow. That was my favorite go-to.
It's a great one.
This one, it's been my go-to though. I've kind of replaced that with this.
Wow.
This definitely is more of a waxy texture, and you really kind of have to build it up to get that volume and that waxy texture, but it will grip and hold the hair in place like a typical brow gel wouldn't do.
Okay.
So the hold is more, but it does reach a point where if you apply too much, it starts to look a little waxy. So you kind of have to find that perfect sweet spot. I like to really kind of comb it. And actually, you know what? I actually did not apply this morning because I knew this was something I could easily
put it on. I really want to see.
Yeah, this would be, so you just kind of put it in. And you can even kind of like back comb it a little bit if you want a little bit more volume, and then shape it. But do you see how if you really build it too much, you do get that kind of waxy look?
Yeah.
It's very easy to identify once it starts happening. So you'll kind of understand after you use it. It'll take you a time or two to really gauge what the appropriate amount is, but it will hold the brows in place and give volume, and I love it. It's so good. And I like to get a shade lighter. Thank you. I like to get a shade lighter. I get shade 2. Okay. Lighter than my brow pencil to kind of work like highlights. Yeah. Love it.
That looks really good.
Thanks.
And it's good for like oily skin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And obviously heat because you're in Texas.
I'm in Texas. Yeah. Yes, it's so hot.
It's Texas approved. That's a big deal. Okay, I think this next product is actually going to be very Texas approved. And one of the reasons why I wanted to travel with it for this trip, not only because it actually works, but because it really does lock my makeup in and make me super duper matte. This is a newer find. I'm still like in the midst of testing it, but I could tell you every time I've used it, it's made me so solidly matte.
I love that.
Yes, it's so good.
It's so good.
But to the point where I actually, the first time I used it, I felt a little dry, and I wasn't expecting like that kind of like tight matte feeling. But all that to say, it actually does deliver what it says it's going to deliver. Yeah. So I love that. It's not just marketing. It actually does make you super duper matte. I have the mini because I just have so many setting sprays, and I do love a mini setting spray because it's so easy to travel with.
Yeah. And keep in your bag. I need to get the mini.
Yeah.
I got the big one.
Oh, you did?
I did. Well, yeah.
You'll use it, especially in Texas. I'm probably not going to use it like every single day. It's not going to be like my daily, but when I am thinking of like a setting spray to recommend for any of my oily skin people out there, this is going to be the one to recommend because it really does actually deliver a matte finish, not just marketing.
Right.
So
yeah,
little tight. It's
good.
Don't recommend it for dry skin, but for oily people or like hot, humid weather, this is definitely matte.
Okay, I'm going to jump over to a hair product that I hate to use this word because I feel like creators always get slack when they use this word, but I'm really obsessed with it.
Oh yeah,
I'm obsessed.
You do love this brand too.
I do love the brand Orbe. It's a hair care brand, one of the best in my opinion. I have a drawer full of Orbe, and this is a product that really, really works. This is the Super Shine Moisturizing Cream, and you want to work a small amount of this into your hair when it's wet. So after you wash it, towel dry your hair. I usually do a tiny amount. I do kind of a quarter size amount maybe, and I'll work it into my hair from like right about kind of mid shaft here, and I'll really focus it and bring it down the ends. I try not to put it in my roots just because I don't want to weigh my hair down. It is a thicker cream texture, but this just leaves the hair like so soft and so smooth.
I mean, you have such nice hair.
Thank you. I just washed it today. And usually I don't like my hair on like the day that I wash it. I usually don't like it. I feel like it looks too dry or too coarse. I usually love it the next day. This kind of gives you that next day look, but your hair still looks fresh. It doesn't feel weighed down. I love it. It's incredible. Works very well.
You already sold me on that. Now I want to get it because I'm on like a hair journey of like revamp my hair, and like I had a lot of hair shed. So I kind of want to just like do all the nourishing things, so I might pick that up.
Yeah, you should.
And it probably smells amazing.
It smells amazing because it's Oribe.
I know, everything smells so good. It sucks you in.
It does. It's not too fruity or sweet. It's very like unisex smelling, which I love about it.
To me, it's like, it smells just like luxury.
It does.
You know, it really smells like pure luxury.
Yes.
I'm here for it. I love it. The next product for me is one that I've talked about on a recent YouTube video where I talk about 7 products that actually work. Now, this one is a long-term type product. And I've seen like honestly the best results on my mom and my sister. And a lot of people were like asking me in the video, show pictures of your mom and your sister's lashes. Well, listen, not everyone's comfortable being on camera like we are. and it took us a minute to get to that point too. But I can tell you that I have really great results with this as well. And I've tried many lash serums. I've tried Latisse. I've tried Revitalash. I've tried all the ones that are out there. There's so many now too. Grande Lash was another one I tried for many, many years actually. But this one's the most affordable. And I think this one is honestly the most solid one out there.
Really?
I really do. The results I've seen, honestly, like on my sister alone, I looked over her and I was like, I swear you're wearing false eyelashes.
Really?
And she's been using this consistently. I'm on my second bottle of that, but I did use it, I want to say about a year ago. And I did remember getting good results, and I don't know why I stopped using it because it really is so good.
So good. Okay.
And it's the most affordable one out of all the lash serums. So when you're using a lash serum, you have to be consistent with it.
Yes.
And with consistency, if it's really expensive, you're not going to want to keep rebuying it. But this one's it's under $60. I think it's like 55-ish. And it's just so good. You will definitely see results if you use it every single day.
Okay.
And it's easy. I just put it by my skincare. I put it by like my sunscreen.
Yeah, and just throw it on at the end.
So yeah, exactly. It's super easy, but it actually has given me so much more length and so much more fullness with my lashes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm a big Revitalash girl.
Oh, try it.
Okay, I love a Revitalash because they have a sensitive eye formula, and my eyes are so sensitive.
Then I think you should try this because this one is good for, from what I hear with the reviews.
Okay.
I don't have really sensitive eyes like at all. Like
Oh,
you could throw a stick in my eye and I'd probably be okay. But this one does not cause like redness or anything like that. Whereas I have used like Latisse before and it made my eyes completely like redder than they are. They already are red, but like even more red around the rims than they naturally are.
Okay, I'm gonna try that definitely.
Try it.
Okay, so next I'm gonna share an eye balm.
Oh, I love this.
This is the Rock Multi-Correction Revive and Glow Eye Balm. I discovered this year and mine looks pretty loved, a little messy, but I love to use this as like either a primer for concealer, or whenever I travel, whenever my skin is really dry, I will take this, and I'll do it right now, and I can put it on top of, oh look, and actually my under eye right now is kind of dry. I can put this on top of makeup and it just kind of revives and refreshes underneath the eye.
Oh, that really worked on you.
It doesn't disrupt the makeup underneath. You can go in and add a little bit more concealer. So it's a great product to like touch up your concealer throughout the day. I mean, you even actually...
That actually looks really good. I had tried that once, but I think I had too much powder under my eyes.
Oh, okay.
And if you have too much powder,
it can, gather.
That looks great.
Doesn't it? It doesn't disrupt the makeup. It brightens underneath the eye. You can add a little more concealer if you need to touch up your concealer. Sometimes if you go in and add concealer like halfway through the day on top of old concealer and powder, it can look really cakey really fast. So putting a little balm like this first is just putting a little barrier between the concealer, the powder, to allow you to freshen up the under eyes. But it's great if you travel too. Whenever I travel, especially if it's a long flight, halfway through the flight, I'll take this and I'll do a little bit of that, dab it underneath the eye, and it works. I mean, I do think if there's too much powder or you go too heavy with this, I could see it going sideways.
Yeah.
So the key is just a little layer, tap it in with your finger. Don't put a lot of pressure and rub, just kind of tap it to blend it out.
Yeah, the way you just did it was...
I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
Doesn't look so much better than it did before.
It looks amazing.
Yeah. So good.
I need to try it again because I think that I just had too many layers of like color corrector, concealer, and I love setting powder under the eyes. Like I will go to town with the setting powder. So I think I had too much.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't working for me. But you're the one that influenced me to buy that in the first place.
Yeah, try it again.
Yeah. Well, I use it daily as like a morning skin prep. It just feels so nice under my eyes.
It does.
It's so nice.
It
It's
is.
so like, it's not like greasy where it slips and slides and makes your concealer crease. It just adds like this beautiful hydration that does absorb. So it's,
and you can see like underneath the eyes are already a little brighter.
your under eyes look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
I should have tried. Pack that today. I forgot to pack that. I have a drugstore powder for the win.
That's a good one.
It is such a good one. And if you have not tried the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection powder, let me tell you, you're so missing out. This is one of the closest affordable alternatives to the original formulation of Givenchy, like the Prism Leaf powder, the 03 specifically. That pink, beautiful, like color correcting, brightening under eye powder that has that little hint of luminosity. Not like the glitter reformulation, but like that little hint. This has all those talking points. It just checks all those same boxes that the original Givenchy does, but super duper affordable. But this, if you have any kind of larger pores, if you have skin texture, if you want to blur the look of anything on your skin, this literally does that
It's
with
so
minimal.
lightweight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you don't need a lot of it too. Like a
Yeah.
very small, thin layer will give you the most blurred out look to your skin. So great for like a special occasion, just great if you have texture in your skin, or great if you want a really smooth under eyes. I am so hooked on this. If you're looking for like a good alternative to like that Givenchy number 3 pink powder,
That's a good one.
you have to get
Yeah,
that.
without being too pink.
I almost think it's more blurring, to be quite honest, than the original Givenchy, because it really does soft focus anywhere you put it.
Yeah, it's so good. I tried these when they first came out and I loved them, but then I kind of put it to the side. And I'm gonna go find
bring it back.
Yeah,
It's
so good.
amazing.
Speaking about under eyes, I want to share this product. You've tried this before?
A long time ago.
This is the Colleen Rothschild Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream. This is probably my 12th or 13th bottle of this. I love it. I've been using it for years.
Oh,
it's a product that's
it's
been
been out
around
for a
for a
while.
couple years. Yeah. And I jumped on the wagon early. This is an eye cream. So it's actually a skincare product, but it has a peach tone to it. I'm just doing the tiniest amount, you guys, because look, when you spread this out,
that stretches though.
it does. It really, really does. So, and I
Wow.
say that because it's easy to over apply this. If you purchase this and you put like how much you would put of a normal eye cream, you'll find that it'll be really, really bright, which won't be a problem. Just really work it into the skin, but you don't need a lot. So this not only works as skincare underneath the eye to help with hydration, fine lines, texture, but it also color corrects and brightens underneath the eye. So some days I will just put this on and maybe I'll skip concealer. Very rare do I do that. But like if I'm running to the gym or I'm going somewhere where I don't want to put makeup on, but I don't want to walk out of the house with, just my natural under eye situation, I'll put this on. But even when you want to wear concealer, you can put this down first and this will allow you to use less concealer than you would normally need. It's going to neutralize and cancel out darkness and brighten. It also has some illumination to it. So it really just reflects light and gives this beautiful brightness under the skin while also nourishing the skin underneath the eyes, hydrating and helping with like fine lines. So I love this product.
I'm
it's
impressed
so good.
with that, actually.
You really need this. It's so good.
I almost feel like I didn't try that one. I think that she's got a different one too that I tried a while ago.
Okay.
I don't remember it being that pink.
Oh,
I would have loved that.
Yeah, it's
I need to
gorgeous.
get that.
You would love it. Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be good
I
for
need to
your
get
skin
that.
tone.
That looks beautiful.
It does. Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, the next product I have is also from another L'Oreal. So when I bought this originally, this is the L'Oreal Faux Brow, and I don't have brows. I am like a bald brow girly, literally. So anything that says faux or build or, fake it, whatever in the title, sold. I will buy like 15 of them if they're good. This I thought was going to be so gimmicky, and I really just bought it because I had so many people asking me, try the faux brow, why haven't you tried this yet? So I finally picked it up. I wasn't going to try it because of the prong. It's like that little Bug's Life antler.
Yes. Bug's Life antler.
Yeah, so it's like a little cockroach, right? Little antlers. And I thought this was so gimmicky. No offense, L'Oreal. You have some incredible products that I love. And I just didn't think this was going to be effective.
Yeah.
I was so wrong. This is so easy. The 2-prong system will knock out a fake brow from scratch in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And you
doubles the
don't have
time.
to be good at it either. Where I find like the single prong applicators are a little bit more tricky because, and I think they're more intimidating. Whereas I thought it was going to be the opposite. I thought this was going to be really intimidating because it's a 2-prong, but that actually just allows you to get in there and be really quick and just knock out a fake brow that looks so good. The applicator, I just can't speak highly enough about it because it really is so amazing. And
don't you love that when the product like totally surprises you?
Yeah, because like now this is my second one. The first one I bought, the color just wasn't right. It was a little too much of a red undertone. So I finally got like a true, like more of a black undertone. But this, I just want to draw some hairs on. Like you could literally draw.
I bought a pen recently
a completely
like
fake
this,
brow.
and I think I got the wrong color or something, but it was so sheer. This actually shows up.
It shows up, and it's funny because like there's so many brow pens that deposit too much ink at once, where it makes it really severe and almost like a Sharpie, where you almost have to like wipe off that excess product before you go in and do it. This lets out like the most perfect stream of ink. It's just so well done. It works so
good
well.
Delivery.
I am a firm believer in this. I think it's gonna be like my new like. It's probably gonna take over my Maybelline Build-A-Brow, which I love.
That one. That's one you've told me about before.
But the 2-prong, I can do my brows so much quicker.
You talked about a setting spray. I'm gonna share an alternative setting spray if you don't love the matte finish. Have you tried this one from One Size?
I have.
The Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. This is supposed to deliver a glass skin look, and it really, really does. I can apply a little bit right now, actually.
It does.
It really does. This is my second bottle, not because I went through the first one, but just because I got a small version of the first one, and I loved it, but I got the larger. But this is actually going to give more of a kind of a glass skin look, more of like this radiant kind of glow to the skin. I'm wearing today the L'Oreal Ink Foundation, which is a really mattifying foundation, like flat matte foundation.
It is, yeah.
So this will kind of give some life back to the skin. I mean, you can even see, look at that.
Yeah. No, your skin looks gorgeous.
So if you're looking for a glass skin look, this will definitely deliver that. It also has powder melt in the name of this. And I really think that this is great for when you over apply the powder, or you just, you know how your makeup sometimes looks better maybe 45 minutes after you apply it or an hour after you apply it. And that's because your skin has now started to produce natural oils, which kind of meld with that powder and just give a more natural finish than when you first apply the powder right away. And so this kind of gives that finish. It just accelerates that process in a way. If you have a heavy hand with powder, or you just want the option to be matte one day, but then also more glass skin the next, but not have to change your foundation, grab a setting spray because it'll give you more versatility. That's a really good point too. And I feel like that's a great point for anyone who gets stuck and has like maybe like a full coverage matte foundation that's not really working for their skin anymore, but they don't want to like toss it and invest in a new one. If you get something like that, you could really melt away that super matte or even like that overly powdered finish to your makeup. Yeah. That looks so pretty. See? I do really like that. I am so oily that it's hard to use. I'll use that if I have just literally over powdered my skin or over touched up between like filming and stuff like that. It's a good way to like soften the look of your makeup and kind of like melt it back in and like rehydrate it. You know? Yeah, definitely. So it definitely does what it says it does. Oh yeah. So the next product that I have was not going to get me through TSA. So I couldn't pack it with me. I don't even know what it is. I'm excited. Oh, okay. So it is a really old school product. It's the Krylon fixing spray, like the original Krylon. You used that on me. Yes. I did, didn't I? I blasted Lisa's face with that setting spray because I was like, hold please. Like this needs to stay in place all day. We have a long day. But that product really has stood the test of time. And it's funny because like the last couple of years, I feel like One Size Beauty has really taken over that spot in my pro kit with the Until Dawn. And part of the reason for that too was because as a makeup artist, the brand Krylon is a professional makeup brand that was mainly used for like stage makeup back in the day. It really is what like the pros use to really like lock in makeup. It's not like your everyday setting spray, and it's not something that I would ever recommend you use daily. It is incredibly intense. It's like spraying your face with like hairspray or something, but like the toughest one. Okay, you know, like got to be, you know, glue, the yellow tube, like that setting spray. What was the one that, what was that? Allnet? Allnet, the Motley Crue used to use. Yes. Yeah, it's like that for your face. But I actually was inspired to talk about this product again because, you know, it's in my kit and it's just the most powerful sealant for your makeup. So it's not an everyday thing. But funny story, I actually did a bride last week. You did? I did. What a lucky bride. I know. I felt lucky. She was beautiful and she comes from like the kindest family. But I did her makeup because I know her sister. And I don't do brides, so don't call me. But I did her and I waited such a great time. But it was a really hot day and she had a really long day. We started obviously very early and she was going to be traveling to her wedding where she got married in the courthouse, beautiful courthouse in Santa Barbara. Anyway,
without giving away all her details of her wedding. She had a long day ahead of her, and I sprayed her entire face with that, and I gave it a couple minutes. I let it really soak in, and then she had mentioned to me that she sweats a lot. And I said, do you mind if I do another round of this? Because one's good, but like another round of that, if you sweat, especially on your face,
like really
it's going to really lock it in. It's going to be this amazing barrier to prevent that sweat from like peeking through and really disrupting your makeup. So I got, a text later on from her sister. She's like, my sister looked great. She was dancing. She was happy. She was smiling all day. It was a really hot day for them, and her makeup stayed in place. So that spray, it really does do everything it says it's going to do.
Okay.
It locks it in.
Okay, so if you need your makeup locked in, like mega duty time, that's the spray.
Mega duty.
Okay, we'll link it down below for
you.
We
will, yes.
Okay, so we've got 2 more items left. I'm going to jump over to kind of a skincare / primer product. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Base. Have you tried this, the face base?
I used to use that a long time ago.
You did?
I did,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so I love this. And the reason, I love the smell of this.
Oh, it does smell good.
I
Yeah.
love the smell. What would you try? Like a citrusy?
Yeah, that brings back memories.
So good. I don't use a primer every day. I use skincare, and then I'll usually put my tinted SPF on. But let's say I come into the studio and I want to film, and it's been a while since I applied my skincare, and I want to re-prep my skin for foundation and makeup. I love this product because it's very hydrating, but it also primes the skin. And I don't know what it is about this, but it keeps my makeup on all day. And I don't think there's any like marketing points to this being like a smoothing primer, but every time I wear this, my foundation just looks so smooth, and just my foundation just looks so perfect. There is something that changes with my foundation, regardless of which one I'm wearing, when I have this on. In my opinion, one of the best hydrating primers. It does have a thicker consistency, so it's not like a very lightweight primer that feels more lightweight or more liquidy. It is a bit of a thicker cream, but
you have to warm it up.
You do have to warm it up. You really have to warm it up and just really press it into the skin. I'm not gonna do it now because I have makeup on, but is my favorite. And I'm gonna say that it does what it says it's gonna do because it really does keep your makeup on all day and hydrate the skin.
And you're okay with this like in humid weather too?
I am.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah. For me, it's more about the foundation I'm using versus the skin prep. Of course, you can over apply your skin prep, use the wrong products that would impact your foundation. But if I put this in and allow it enough time and apply my foundation, it doesn't impact human,
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very old school tried and true product for sure. It's been around forever.
It smells so good too.
It does smell good. I forgot how good this smells.
It smells like oranges. It just smells so fresh.
Very fresh, very classic.
Yeah.
You got some classic products.
I do, yeah. Like I said, I didn't want to just grab my current favorites because I'm like, okay, the mission was things that actually do what they are supposed to do, and they deliver a result, right? Yeah. And so I had to think a little bit more on these.
Yeah, I know, and it's hard too. Like we said, there's so many great products out there. Especially nowadays, there's so many amazing products. It's hard to find bad products, wouldn't you say?
I know there are, yeah.
But when it comes down to like products that actually do deliver like the marketing terms that are on those labels, that's hard. Yes. That's definitely difficult. So my last product is another product that I did not pack with me because of TSA, but also it's in my pro kit, and to be honest, I kind of forgot to pull it out. I'm being really honest.
There's the real truth.
The real truth is your girl forgot to pull it out of her kit before traveling and packing for this trip. But it's the Herborian CC Redness Correct. It is one of the most incredible products I have tested in a long time. And I actually, full disclosure and full honesty, when I did buy that product, I was testing it with some other products that were a lot more gimmicky and a lot more they were going viral on social media, but not for like the right reasons, if you ask me. Like they weren't actually legit products that really work. So I kind of thought this was going to be along those same lines, the same company that I was talking about, like this other product too that was very gimmicky. Anyway, long story short, this Redness CC Correct is the most incredible redness reducer I've ever tried in my entire makeup career. And I used to use so many in my pro kit because I've always had clients that had like excess redness or rosacea or even like, acne scars. And when you need that extra redness reducing before you put the foundation on, this is the only one now that I'd ever recommend.
Okay.
Like hard stop. It goes on clear. Actually goes on like a lotion. It goes on white like a lotion. You rub it in and it quite instantly reduces all redness.
That sounds like magic.
It is so magical.
There's not a green tint to it at all.
No, so when you are rubbing it in, there is like a green shift, but it quickly just turns into your skin.
Oh,
so
interesting.
If you get really flushed cheeks and it's something that affects your the way you wear your blush or the way you put your makeup on, if you put something like that on first, and you don't need a ton of it too.
Okay,
so
that's nice. You can layer it really easily.
It layers so nice on your makeup.
Yeah.
It is just such a powerful product that just delivers such amazing results. It's very impressive.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah,
I don't really have red skin, but
I don't either.
I'm gonna remember that for people that ask me about
Yes,
red.
you should. And that's the thing. I get asked on a regular basis, you know, what I recommend for redness and rosacea. And there's so many redness reducing primers on the market, but when you rub them in, they don't really do anything. It's like a very slight tint. This actually cuts it out.
Okay.
Like a concealer, but without the heaviness.
Wow. Okay.
It feels like a moisturizer. We'll link it. I don't have it with me, but it is absolutely unbelievable.
Do you have to order online or can you buy it in a store?
I don't know of any stores that carry it, like actually in stores, so I order it online.
Okay.
Yeah,
good to
it's
know.
easy.
To round this out and wrap this up, I've got my last product. This is a hair care product from Orbe. It's called a Royal Blowout, and I think the name is actually perfect because I feel like a royal when I use it. That was a bad joke. But I feel like a royal when I pay for this because this is very expensive. That was even better. This might be one of Orbe's like more expensive products. I mean, Orbe already is kind of a much premium product for hair care, but this one in particular I think is like over $65 or something. It's very pricey.
Yeah.
But it is so good. So what this is it's like a oil in a spray form. It's a very lightweight oil. You spray this on your hair after you wash it before you blow dry it, and it's supposed to accelerate the time of your dry. So it cuts down your dry time and it makes the hair just shiny and smooth and silky. Now, I will say that I don't use these two together. For me, it's kind of one or the other. Not that you couldn't, but I don't like to wash my hair very often. I try and get 4 days between hair washes. I do. Is that a lot or not?
So lucky.
Yeah. I try and get it 4 days, but I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm layering a bunch of products unnecessarily, right? So for me, this does enough. So it's kind of one or the other for me. So you don't need both by any means. They're both going to kind of give you that similar result, which is soft, shiny, kind of silky hair. I guess the difference is going to be this is a much lighter weight formula where this is a cream, this is lighter weight. But I will say if you over apply this, I do feel like it makes the hair look a little more oily than this, oddly enough. So if you have really fine hair, maybe this so it's not as weighed down, but if you feel like your hair gets really oily, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense, but both of them are great. It's really a texture thing. I think that you can't try either of these and not love them, but they're completely different textures and products. But I've used this for years. This is the one Orbe product. This and their Gold Lush shampoo are the products I've used for years. It's so good. And even though it's pricey, I would say I buy a new one of these every 6 months. It really does last a long time.
Really?
Don't over apply it. Just don't over apply it. Usually what I'll do is I'll be like 10 inches away, 10 inches away and spray it on my hair. Also, another little fun tip is do it over carpet or like a rug. Because it's an oil, I have almost slipped and broke my back because I spray this on my hair and then it lands on my tile and then I'm running out the door with heels and I will slip. So I always have to walk over to my carpeted closet and spray.
That's actually a really good tip though. That is a really good tip.
Yes. So yeah, love these. They're both fantastic. This one I think is quite a bit less than this one, but they're both fantastic. I love them both.
I kind of want to buy the cream.
Yeah.
You sold me on the cream.
Yeah. Try the cream.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
I have such fine hair, but they smell so good. I want them both.
I know.
And every time I see Gold Lush shampoo, I always think of you.
Yeah. Well, good. That's a good product to be associated
with. It is.
I know. Well, this was so much fun.
I had so much fun. I wish we had more products. I know. What else can we talk about?
I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going to be on a live, which will actually already be up by the time, this video goes live.
Oh, yes.
We would have posted our live.
That's true. I wonder what we did. Maybe you could tell us in the comments, like, how was it? Was the live good?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah. Well, thank you for being on my channel. I always love having you. You're always welcome.
I love you. I love being here. It's like my second home. Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for watching. Drop a comment and let us know what your favorite product that actually works is. We would love to learn about what products you're loving.
Yes, I love that. That's how I learn.
Yeah, me too.
So much fun.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.